was multiple times tonight. The San Francisco 49ers did everything right on defense. They covered all the receivers. They generated a pass rush. But the thing is they learned the hard way, like they have many times before, and the rest of the league has, especially this year, that sometimes you can do everything right against Russell Wilson, and you still did everything wrong because
Yeah.
he'll just run for a first down. And we saw it on a drive that I think will be remembered as a very big building case for his MVP. He's going to win the MVP this year, barring a Seattle catastrophe where they miss the playoffs. But I believe at 8-2, I think it's pretty safe to say the Seahawks are a virtual lock to make the playoffs. They have to go 3-5 down this. What are they? 8-2. That means to win 11 games, they have to go 3-3. Like I'm pretty sure they're going to go 3-3 at worst.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much impossible to miss the playoffs if you win 11 games, even in the NFC. So at that point, they're making the playoffs. Like I don't know what to tell people. Like if you're a Rams fan, that wild card spot is gone. Like one of the Niners or both the Niners and Seahawks are in.
Yep.
So because like the Seahawks play, their schedule is actually pretty tough down the stretch. They go
it is.
Eagles on the road off the bye, and the Eagles are probably going to be coming off a loss, which that'll be a borderline must-win game for the Eagles. Then they host Minnesota on Monday night. We'll get to see Kirk on Monday Night Football. Whoa.
Love it.
In December. It's the first week of December. Then they go to the Rams for the rematch of that Thursday night classic, which we'll see where the Rams are. I mean, who knows where they're going to be. And then they go to Carolina, and then week 16 they host Arizona. Before week 17 they host the Niners in a rematch of tonight. There's a good chance that game could be for the division. That's pretty sweet. I mean, you can't ask for much more than a game for division in week 17 between two of the best teams. Like, I mean, remember that Chiefs Chargers game? Imagine if that was week 17 deciding the division like that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll redo what we just watched again. Paul, what do you find on the Seahawks and how they're basically a playoff lock and Russell is going to win the MVP? I think that's a takeaway from them for this game. Yeah. What's your takeaway for the Niners? Because I think it was an interesting game considering all the injuries they're having to deal with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked Seattle to win this game because just because of how good Russell Wilson's been playing, to be honest with you. He changed the game tonight for the Seahawks. He really won them the game. We went in on that, but for the Niners, I mean, they look pretty decent tonight. A couple holes, a couple really questionable plays and unfortunate happenings. You see a couple shots of Kyle Shanahan looking confused on the sidelines, looking like a GIF or a GIF or whatever you call it.
There's a couple that are definitely in his future.
But it was such an entertaining game. I mean, a defensive battle. I don't know how we didn't talk about it yet. Jadeveon Clowney with the game of his life.
Oh my God!
Earning so much money in the off season for when he signs with the team this off season. That one game shows that he can ruin a team's night. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Like the first quarter, it was all San Francisco's game. It looked like they were going to run away with it, and then Jadeveon Clowney said, "No, I'm going to say something about this." And it once he started balling out, it really felt like the tide was shifting to Seattle, and great win for them. A fantastic Monday Night Football game. I wish we could have Pat McAfee in the booth for a better crew to call the game. That's my one complaint about the game. But I mean, what a game! I don't have a single complaint with the game, and I was happy to stay up into overtime to get extra football tonight. It was
How much,
elite.
how much fun? How much fun is it watching defenses make plays in a game that still has some offense? Like, I don't need a 40-point game. Like, that was a perfect game. The
Yeah,
amount of defense and making big time plays, like that play by Shaquem Griffin was just as exciting, or Shaquille Griffin, my bad, as if the receiver caught it and took it for a touchdown. That knockdown was amazing. Like
yep.
the extension he made, like that game was, oh yeah, that game was everything you could ever ask for in a football game. The Niners are gonna be fine. Like they missed Kittle,
Yeah,
Sanders. Their offensive line is still getting healthy. It was Staley's first game back, so they're gonna get better. Their defense looked really good without Quan Alexander. They gave Russell a lot of trouble throughout the game, and uh, it just took until the second half for him to figure it out. But I mean, through the first half, the guy Russell had nothing going. Um, so yeah, I mean, if you're a Niners fan, I think through 10 weeks, 8-1, your only loss is that game. Like I don't know how that's not best case scenario for them.
yeah, you're pretty happy at this point.